Miami is not just a city, it's a statement. When ultra high net worth families from Latin America, Europe, the Middle East, and beyond decide to plant a flag in the United States, they choose Miami. Not New York, not Los Angeles, Miami. And I want to tell you exactly why, because understanding this city tells you everything about how global mobility strategy actually works in the real world. Walk through Brico on any given morning and you will hear Spanish, Portuguese, French, Russian, and Arabic before you finish your coffee. This is not a coincidence, this is by design. Miami has spent the last 2 decades quietly becoming the most internationally connected city in America. It is the gateway between the US and Latin America. It is the bridge between Europe and the Western Hemisphere. It is also a bridge between America and the Caribbean. And increasingly, it is where the world's wealthiest families come when they want a foothold in the United States without giving up their global identity. For high net worth families, that matters enormously. When you relocate your family, you are not just moving addresses, you're moving your children's education, your social network, your business relationships, your lifestyle. And Miami gives that transition feel seamless in a way that no other American city does. The international schools here are world class. The private banking infrastructure is sophisticated. The real estate market caters specifically to global mobile buyers. And of course, the tax environment. Florida has no state income tax, and that makes the financial case almost immediately. This is why Miami wins. Let me be direct about this because it matters. Florida has no state income tax, zero. For a family relocating from California, New York, or from outside of the US entirely, this is not a minor detail. This is a structural advantage that changes the math on everything. Combined with the right global tax planning, a Miami base can dramatically reduce the overall tax burden for internationally mobile families. And when you layer in a second residency or second citizenship program on top of that, you unlock an entirely different level of optionality. This is exactly where strategy comes in. Miami is not just a place to live. For the right family, it is a platform. It is an anchor point of a broader global structure that might include residency in Europe, citizenship in the Caribbean, and business present across multiple jurisdictions. That is a global mobility strategy, and Miami is where many of those structures begin. Here is something most people outside of this industry do not realize. Many of the families choosing Miami as their US base are also simultaneously acquiring second residences or second citizenships everywhere. Why? Because true global mobility is not about having one perfect country, it's about having options. I have advised thousands of families across 6 continents over the course of my career. The profile of who is moving to Miami has shifted significantly in the last few years. It used to be primarily Latin American families seeking safety and stability. This is still true, but today the Miami buyer is also a European entrepreneur who wants US market access without the complexity of New York. A Middle Eastern family office looking for asset diversification in dollar-denominated real estate. A tech founder from Brazil or Colombia who has sold a company and wants to build the next one from a more globally connected base. A Russian or Ukrainian family who left Europe and needed a stable Western, internationally respected address. What they all have in common is this. They are globally minded. They think in multiple currencies. They hold or want to hold multiple passports. And they are choosing Miami because Miami understands them. If you're watching this and you are thinking about your own global mobility plan, here's what I want you to take away. Miami is a signal, not just a city. The fact that the world's most internationally mobile families are concentrating here tells you something important. It tells you that geographic diversification is not just for the ultra wealthy anymore. It is becoming a standard part of sophisticated family planning. And if Miami can attract families from 50 countries who are each building their own global structure, the tools they're using to do that are available to you too. Second residency, second citizenship, strategic tax structuring, international real estate, these are non-exotic products. They are the building blocks of modern global life. My firm, Global Freedom Capital, helps families build exactly these structures every day. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miami is not just where I happen to be today. It is a living demonstration of what global mobility looks like when it works. And if you're ready to build that kind of freedom into your own life, we're here to help you do it. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.